Hello everybody and welcome to another recorded Go Battle League Great League battle. It's Snorlax Starmie here, and in this video we're going to be looking at Hitmontop on the lead in the Great League. Hitmontop is an amazing Pokemon in the Great League. I'm a big fan of it. In my opinion, it's the best fighting type in the Great League. I know that XL Medicham is very strong, and I will definitely nod to XL Medicham because it does have a wider move pool and variety of coverage. But I think Hitmontop is very bulky and has that same coverage in Stone Edge that Medicham would in, let's say, Ice Punch or Psychic. Stone Edge can counter a lot of the flying type Pokemon that we might see in the Great League: Altaria, Charizard, things like that, Mandibuzz, and a lot of the flying Pokemon that are very bulky in the Great League. And we also do have close combat for things like Umbreon and Regirock and Registeel. So we do have counter on the fast move, just because that's the best fast move in the game, and that's the best fast move that Hitmontop has access to. And in the back, we're going to be running Meganium on the safe swap, and then Politoed to close up some of these matchups. So those are two pretty useful mainstays in the Great League. I suggest you go build them if you don't have them after watching this video. Let's get in this battle right here, right now. So we do see a Politoed on the lead. This is going to be kind of a neutral matchup in this scenario. It depends on how I play it. I've got to use my energy smart. There's no clear winner or loser in this matchup, but Weather Balls will be doing a lot of damage here. So as you can see, that was just neutral damage, but we are going to be getting to about a close combat in a quarter as they get to 2 Weather Balls. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be blocking this Weather Ball. Then I'm hoping to be able to get to back-to-back close combats before they get to their third Weather Ball. This either will be grabbing 2 shields from Politoed, grabbing one and the other takes out the Politoed, or grabbing none and we have a close combat ready for the next Pokemon. So we do see a swap into Clefable. That's going to be pretty bad, actually. I was not expecting a Charmer to come into the matchup, so we're going to come in the matchup with Politoed, and I actually did let some charm damage soak on Hitmontop. That's horrible. I should not have done that because then I don't have as much health left to get to another close combat on that Politoed when it comes back in. So we're pretty much going to be able to farm down with Mudshot here. They may get to their charge move. That's going to be okay. Politoed can pretty much soak it. If it's going to be a Meteor Mash, definitely. And we do, I believe, have a Blizzard. So we're going to see the Politoed come back in. Yeah, we're just going to go for the Weather Ball for resisted damage. There's no need to throw the Blizzard in this scenario. The Weather Ball spam is just a better tactic. So we're going to throw that Weather Ball, get the final shield from the opposing Politoed. And now we do have a Weather Ball charged up. We're going to shield this Weather Ball. Then we're going to throw the Weather Ball for resisted damage. And this should be taking out the opposing Politoed. It's pretty much up to Meganium, a little bit of Hitmontop, and a little bit of Politoed to handle what is in the back. So I think we can do it. So Weather Ball coming through, resisted damage, but we're not going to be able to switch into Meganium quite yet. We are able to just switch into Meganium in a second there, finish off that matchup with Vine Whip, and it is going to be a Diggersby, and that's pretty much going to be a good battle. We do have a pretty solid win scenario on this Frenzy Plant outgoing. This will be doing super effective damage, and a lot of it actually, and then it should be very easy to farm this down. And yeah, that's going to be a good battle. So they may throw some energy. That's going to be still okay. Thing I need to watch out for is I don't know if Diggersby has access to a high damage fire move. I know they have Fire Punch. Do they have like Fire Blast or something? Yeah, it looks like they're just throwing the Fire Punch, and that's going to be a good battle. So as you see there, we did come out of that battle with a little bit of life left on all 3 of the Pokemon that I had on my team. So we did use a lot of safe swaps and switches, and not really any sacrifice swaps in that battle, but you may see some of those in the 2 battles to come. So let's get into this next battle right here, right now. Same team, just same strategy pretty much. Back-to-back close combats, or if the opposing Pokemon's weak to Stone Edge, then we will throw that Stone Edge. So let's get into this battle right here, right now. We are going to see Drifblim on the lead. Oh man, everybody. This is going to be a perfect scenario where we want a Stone Edge. We are going to boom this one. This will be one-shotting the Drifblim. Incoming attacks probably going to be an Icy Wind. If it is a Shadow Ball, we have bigger problems, though. hoping it's going to be an Icy Wind. It is just an Icy Wind. It does lower our attack one stage. We're going to farm up a little bit. We're going to go for the Stone Edge. This will be doing super effective damage, and we sure will boom if we land it. Are we going to see it land? No, we see a shield on Drifblim's part. That's very interesting. So guess what? I think I'm going to block this. I think I want to farm up to that Stone Edge. I may switch depending on the matchup. If they get another Icy Wind, I'm definitely going to switch out of Hitmontop. So actually, we're not going to switch out of Hitmontop just because they did not throw another Icy Wind. This will be a double attack debuffed Stone Edge. See how much damage it does. That still does a respectable amount of damage considering it is a double attack debuffed. And we're pretty much going to let Hitmontop sink to this. So we're going to come in with Politoed. We're going to farm up a little bit. We're hopefully going to just be able to throw Weather Ball right off the bat so we do not get any Icy Wind attack debuffs. And that is going to be a strategy that worked. So it probably we're going to see the shield, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, we do see the final shield. A lot of these matchups like to be played in 0-0 shield. So I think this could be a Shadow Ball, so I do have to block it. No, it's actually just going to be an Icy Wind. That's a horrible shield. It's pretty much going to be a race to the charge move. I think I can farm up one more and then just get to that Weather Ball and safely take out the opposing Drifblim. So then what are we going to see come in next? Are we going to be able to boom it with Blizzard, or what are we going to see here? So is it going to be another Flyer? No, it's actually going to be a Vigoroth. So we're going to be going for back-to-back Weather Balls here once we can get to them farmed up. I don't see much use in throwing the Blizzard. It's going to be neutral too, so as Weather Ball would be. So, yeah, let's just go for the back-to-back Weather Balls. This should be doing a respectable amount of neutral damage, actually, to the Vigoroth, so that's going to be really good in this matchup. So there we go. We do see that neutral damage come through. They did get an extra fast move in, as you can see on the screen right there. And we're going to be getting in this Weather Ball here for neutral damage. And then we're going to swap in a Meganium and see if we can draw out their last Pokemon and see what it's going to be. Incoming attack, it's probably going to be a Body Slam. This will be doing neutral damage. And then, I may be able to get really spicy and farm down. We do actually see a Haunter come in. We're going to go for the Earthquake. And we do get to it. This will be taking out the Haunter. We will boom 100%. Earthquake coming through for super effective damage. Boom! Does take out the Haunter. And I think we may be able to just get to that Frenzy Plant. And that's going to be... Ooh! No, it's not going to be as quick as... Not going to be as quick as I thought. They do get to a charge attack in time. It's going to be a Body Slam. I don't know if I can win this now. If I were able to get to that Frenzy Plant, I would definitely, we cannot win that battle. So that was a pretty satisfying boom at the end for super effective damage from Meganium. But we're going to see in this battle how we can handle a different scenario with this team. That battle, what you just saw, was the losing scenario, and the first one was kind of a winning scenario. So let's see... what we have right here, right now. So Hitmontop up against a Zweilous. This is a great matchup. We are going to be doing super effective with counter because Zweilous is dark typing. They're going to probably swap out into Seeking. Perfect. We're going to go to Meganium. It is a Waterfall Seeking, so that is even better. They probably are not running triple Legacy, so we're going to go for that initial Frenzy Plant, putting a lot of shield pressure on the opposing Seeking. This is going to be doing super effective damage and taking out the Seeking. We're going to see a shield. No, we do see a shield, actually. And now I may get super duper risky and farm down. Incoming attack, it's probably going to be a Mega Horn, so we do have to watch out for those. Or could be an Icy Wind. I'm not sure what we're going to see. It's actually been an Ice Beam, so that's going to be doing super effective damage, and we do have to watch out for those. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to completely farm down. I think I'm going to go for it. We're going to risk it here. We do get to farm down. Then whatever you see come back in. What are we going to see? Is it going to be Zweilous, or is it going to be their third Pokemon? I think it's going to be their third Pokemon, because I don't think... Oh, Zweilous is going to come into that. So we're going to throw the Frenzy Plant here for resisted damage, and then we may go for the Earthquake, depending on what they decide to do with their energy. So we're going to see the Frenzy Plant. We're actually just going to go for one more Frenzy Plant, so we'll be taking out the Zweilous, putting a lot of shield pressure on the opposing Zweilous. Are we going to see a shield, or are we not? Let's see what we see here. We are not going to see a shield. They're banking on what they have in the back to take out my lineup. It is going to be a Kanto Ninetales, and that's pretty much going to be a good battle. We're going to come in with Politoed, and we're looking maybe to see a surrender on the opponent's side. No, we actually don't. Incoming attack. We gotta be careful of Solar Beam, but I don't think that was enough energy to be a Solar Beam. No, it's actually just gonna be a Psyshock. So we're pretty much gonna go. I think I need 3 Weather Balls, maybe only 2. Probably 3, and then that's gonna be a good battle. So this should be getting the shield or doing a lot of super effective damage. It does do a lot of super effective damage, and I think I'm just gonna go for the farm down here. There's no really use in throwing the charge attack. I'll just make this battle longer. So incoming attack could be Solar Beam, just probably going to be Psyshock, though. Yeah, it is going to be Psyshock, and then we're going to be able to farm down with Mudshot, and that's going to be a good battle. So in that battle, you saw you saw Hitmontop have a lot of play in the lead. We did have Zweilous come in a very spicy lead. I personally kind of like Zweilous. I like Zweilous' moveset and move pool. So that's going to be something that you may see in the Great League on the lead, but it is super spicy. But Hitmontop was able to come into a winning matchup, and then they swapped in something that was super weak to Meganium. So when we came in with Meganium, we were just able to put so much pressure on the opposing Pokemon, then they had to come in with that Kanto Ninetales, and it was pretty much going to be a good battle with with Politoed in the back. So that's going to be a great team if you're looking for a new spicy a little bit. I wouldn't say a super spicy team in the Great League. Then I think you ought to try this out. Hitmontop's only 10 grand and 25 candies to get a second charge move if you evolve from Tyrogue. So you can evolve from Tyrogue, or you can second move a Hitmontop you already have powered up, which will take 75 grand and 75 candies. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you try out this team and look for more Great League battle videos in the coming days. Thank you very much.